So yeah, that's not a visual glitch. That's actually what the TV looks like. Hi friends, so today I'm going to be doing something a little different, or at least something I've never done before, and that's that I'm going to be going to San Francisco today. A few weeks ago, Renee told me she's going up there for a concert, and she was like, I'm going alone, and I have this empty room that I can share with you, and I was like, heck yeah, I want to go. And it was all kind of just dependent upon the flight, but when I looked it up, it was cheap enough, and I made it work, so now here I'm going. I have about an hour till I need to leave to the airport. I'm packed and everything. Obviously, I need to change, I need to shave, all that normal morning routine type stuff. And then, yeah, San Francisco. I'm pretty excited. I've never been before. This will be my first time in the, what is it called? The Bay Area or whatever. I'm from Southern California, so I'm familiar with California, but not so much the northern kind of part of it. And so this is, something I'm really looking forward to. But anyway, I'll take you with me. We'll see what we see and do what we do. I don't have a game plan necessarily. I know Renee is gonna kind of like be the sort of tour guide for me this weekend. And I'm sure it'll be fine. She's great at finding all the cool things and touristy stuff and whatever. And that's, more or less what I want to do. So I'm looking forward to some great food, all those things. But we'll talk soon. So Carlos took me to the airport. This was a morning flight, but it wasn't like super early. I think I had to be there at like 8 or something like that. But before I knew it, I was on the plane and racing down the runway. And of course, they had the beverage service, so I took full advantage of that on the first leg of my journey. Unfortunately, at least with Southwest, there's not very many direct flights out of El Paso, so I had a layover in Phoenix, which if you've never been there before is quite a large airport. But luckily, my connecting flight was in the same terminal. It was just several gates down, but I did have quite a long layover. So I explored the different connecting terminals so that I could see what food and drink options I had available to me. All right, y'all, so I have made it to Phoenix, and I have a little bit of a layover, a couple of hours, so I'm just gonna chill, see what I can find to maybe drink and eat, perhaps. And we'll talk soon. So I had some lunch and grabbed a drink, and then I boarded my next flight. The flight from Phoenix to San Francisco is pretty quick. I think it was like an hour and a half maybe. And I got a couple of cocktails with the beverage service because, why not? And before I knew it, I was landing in San Francisco and going down to the baggage claim. The San Francisco airport was a lot bigger than I was expecting. I knew it wasn't a regional airport, so I knew it would be pretty big, but the size and scope of that place really surprised me, especially since I had to figure out where the BART train connects into the area. And that honestly wasn't as difficult as I thought it would be. The signs are pretty clear on where you need to go. And if you're not familiar with the BART system, it's basically a web of railways that gets you around the entirety of the Bay Area. They have them in other cities as well, but the one in San Francisco I can say is really reliable, and it's also pretty affordable as well. I only paid $10 to get from the airport all the way to the downtown area where our hotel was, and it would have been easily double or triple that to take a taxi or an Uber. But anyway, I got off at the station that was nearest to our hotel, and at this point it was about 7 p.m., and luckily Renee was already there, so she met me and guided me up to the hotel. We stayed at the Beresford Arms Hotel, which was really cute, kind of quaint, and definitely on the older side as far as buildings and such go, but that's kind of one of the interesting things about San Francisco is the architecture is very old city feeling. It almost doesn't seem like a West Coast city because of that. But anyway, yeah, our hotel wasn't that far up the road, maybe like 3 or 4 blocks, and it took us about 10-15 minutes to get up there, and it really did have a sort of charm to it. And it was also conveniently located near several restaurants, so we took full advantage of several of those while we were there for the weekend. And here's what the check-in desk and the inside of the lobby look like, and as you can see, it's definitely got that Victorian kind of look and feel to it. They also had a pretty old school elevator that we use daily, but we also used the stairs quite a bit, and with the red carpet and all the moldings and chandeliers, it definitely was a vibe in there. At this point, it was pretty late in the evening, but we were hungry, so after I dropped my stuff in the room, we decided to go grab a bite to eat at one of the nearby restaurants. I can't remember where exactly we went that first night, but I do know that it was delicious and they had great drinks and stuff there. I got kind of like a southwestern chicken plate, and Renee got a pizza, and we of course had a couple of their great cocktails.
And we debated if we wanted to go out and do anything kind of nightlife oriented, but we decided that since we had to get up early the next day, we were gonna just go back and chill in the room, which we did, and we watched some TV, and we kind of pondered what we wanted to do for the weekend and all that, and then hit the hay around 10:30 or so at night. But yeah, I know this video is a little on the shorter side because we didn't do a whole lot that first day. It was mostly just me traveling and getting to San Francisco, but the next couple of days are definitely action-packed, so stay tuned for that. I want to thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all those fun things. We'll talk soon, and you all have a good night.